Hey everyone, it's Chris again. A couple of things are new to the game. We have a little aimer that I'm working on. Not perfect yet, but I like the initial thought of it. It does collide with the environment, so I'm thinking it'll just go out a little bit further than it does now. And it'll help you like figure out where you're aiming. And I can have it collide with enemies too, so that it will zoom in and go, oh, you're going to hit that enemy for sure if they don't move. I also have the transitions for switching between inventory and out of inventory, so that's kind of cool. And if you saw at the beginning of the video, there's actually more to this. Here, I'll jump out of here. There's ground nearby, which will be items on the floor. Maybe you can't reach something because it fell, just underneath you, or it's glitched in a wall or something, or there's just a lot of items on the ground. You can't fit them all in your inventory. If you go into this screen, your inventory screen, those items will show up down here, so you can choose to maybe move stuff around, take stuff off of your inventory to make room. So that's just a little quality of life thing. Also, this ground nearby title will change to like chest or something if you're looting an object. So just reuse that stuff. And then NPC, the name will show up here. What they're saying will show up there. Your equipment will not show up when you talk to an NPC. And then NPC items for sale will pop up here if they have something for sale. So that's my thought process for the at least the initial design of the inventory. Very reminiscent of Blocked and Loaded, which a few new things thrown in. You will notice the items that you can wear at this moment. I'm thinking about adding a cloak. Really good suggestion on that from the Discord channel. Thank you guys. I'm thinking about adding a cloak. And I like the idea of it being specifically for achievements, so it's less of a enhancement and more of a show-off thing. I think that's a great idea. So we're gonna look into that. And the concept of like having items that you can only get from certain sources, like PvP or something, is also something I want to look into, like amulets or something that you can add. Anyway, so it's helmet, gloves, chest, ring Q and ring E. I'm probably going to rename this to left and right ring, but those are the hotkeys that you use to use the rings. They're going to work just like Blocked and Loaded, just like Loot or Die, where Q and E are these instant abilities that immediately shoot out. Unlike everything else in the game that has like a little bit of a cast bar, even your throwing weapon has a little bit of a timer before it shoots out. Q and E will happen instantly. These are big cooldowns, game changing cooldowns, or they're going to be like movement enhancements and stuff. Leg plates and boots. You also have left hand and right hand. In your left hand, you're going to be able to put a on use special item like the shield, the spike shield that I have now, or a staff or a scroll. And then in the right hand, you'll be able to put primary weapons, which don't run out. You can use them over and over again, and potions, which will be a one-time use. So you can swap your inventory between those two areas. And I tried to break up the on-use stuff so it wasn't in a single hand. I'm not going to have you be ambidextrous. You're going to put certain items in certain hands. I think it'll be part of the strategy of the game. Will be to say, okay, I have one item I definitely want to use for my weapon, and then that leaves me 3 potion slots. So unless I'm going in and out of my inventory to drag stuff around, what 3 potions do I want on hand? And then in your left hand, it's like, are there certain special items I want for certain scenarios? And do I have a certain staff I want or a certain scroll I want? And the way the staves and scrolls are going to work is the potions, you drink them or you throw them, they have some kind of effect, right, on one target, you or an enemy or another player. But the staff is going to have an AoE effect that you direct. So you think of it as like Blizzard. When you're casting Blizzard in World of Warcraft, it's like a circle on the ground. That's what a staff will do. It'll be a one-time use, puts that circle on the ground, does whatever it needs to do. Healing, damage, whatever, debuffs. A scroll is going to do what the potions do, but in an AoE around your character. So if it's like a buff, it'll buff everyone friendly to you. If it's a bad thing, it'll debuff everyone unfriendly to you. So let's say you do like a fear scroll, it's going to fear every enemy around you. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to have the various potions affect bosses in some way. Not a huge way, because I don't want people to just spam potions and win the fight. But I want there to be some strategy there. And they need to do something. Like maybe a poison on the boss will work and it'll actually apply a dot. And the fear, maybe it's just super quick. you know, very, very short duration, but it might be useful to like interrupt the boss from doing something. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into all the detail. I've written pages, Word document pages of all the stuff I want to add to this game. And then down here is the cursor I'm working on for the mouse. So just a little cursor. Anyway, that's what I have so far. Gonna try and make a lot of progress this weekend. A little bit of time in between the updates so that I can get a little more content into the update. And let me know what you think. Good luck and have fun.